with Manitoba, Kuwait, Naui, Okanagan, MKO, as most of you recognize it out there, the acronym. So as we are beginning this press conference, the leadership that is gathered here today, people from the First Nations that are affected, the chief who is in his community, we acknowledge we are on Treaty 1 territory, and this is an unfolding emergency as people continue to pour into the south from Northern First Nations. We're going to start with Chief David Monius in Pimicikamak.
Hi, am I on?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes,
Sorry.
you are,
Anyways, first of all, kita miskat no gino tinni mak niwago maganak tutemak minagagino kichu gimaganak yuchimagan sok tata miskat no. Greetings to everybody, Grand Chiefs, all that are present, to all my family, friends, and relatives, and especially all my evacuees that are out there. I just want to say hello. We're fine over here. Don't worry about us. We're still doing well and continuing to work, make sure we get everybody out safely. First of all, I wanted to say that, I was contemplating as what I'm going to say, but right now, I'm going to be begging and bleeding to say to Wapkano, Mayor Gillespie, also to the Prime Minister Mark Carney, he should be issuing a directive to the hotels to say, listen, open up all hotel rooms, prioritize all the evacuees, and suspend any activities for now until such time that we can go home. Because everything's booked up and our people are sleeping on floors with a little cloth. Babies are sleeping on cement floors. And it's just something that it's hard to see. We have our counselors that see this over there as they receive our people and send them out to other places to go sleep. And the process, again, is too long. You need to get rid of the bureaucracy, the jurisdictional issues, the paperwork, and get them to bed as soon as they arrive. That's the first thing you should be doing. You should triage them, feed them, give them something to drink, and get them to bed if you can. That's the best thing you can do. I am asking also and pleading all hotels to please open up your holds on the rooms that you have and allow us to use them to book them for our people. I've been begging and pleading for government and Red Cross to do something more simpler, more practical, be creative, and be flexible. That's what we want. So you have many, many First Nations from different communities, different nations that are coming to the city of Winnipeg, Brampton, Dauphin. We also have Forest of Prairie and all these other towns. And, we need to be safe. We need to be accommodated. So we're asking for that. If you can do that for us, that would be greatly appreciated. It's just too long. I'm just too tired to fight. So I'm begging.
Thank you, Chief Monius. We are going to bring up Puckatawagan Councillor Kelly Linklater to update us on the situation there and speak.
Hello, Danse. Nistandin nas kubun gimaga nagaga the suit new api with the migo aga pi situskago aga giskiditi na nisnan pagitahagani yipi kahido koni asan kahido gigats digutiusin ni pahudiga winan pahuda gidini wak aga utiga kapita tagusinok sawano aga gusta chigima gantanamok nanti ti kagapisi chik bisia aga was. Good afternoon. I'd just like to acknowledge the Grand Chiefs and the councillors, Matthias Colomb Nation councillors that are with me, and of course our Premier Wab and the Prime Minister for expediting the evacuation of our community of Puckatawagan. I think we're halfway there. If we can move quicker on that one as well, that would be good. The winds are expected to be cruising into Puckett at 50 kilometers an hour. We're not out of the we're not in the clear yet. And in saying that, there are community members that have been flown out all day today, and they'll continue that as long as the weather holds. And I guess we're asking the city of Winnipeg, the hotels, see if they can free up accommodations for our evacuees, especially specifically for the elders, so they can be comfortable in their stay, and of course the children and our community members that have disability challenges as well. So that's the reason why we're here, is to call upon the province and the city to accommodate our community members as they arrive. Most of them are tired, they're hungry, they're scared, and we want to ensure a smooth transition into community, because I think we're going to be here for a few weeks for sure. So with that, I want to acknowledge the leadership and the Premier for their continued support for our community. You can say,
Thank you, Councillor Linklater. Next, we will have Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs Grand Chief Kyra Wilson, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kyra Wilson, Grand Chief for the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs. I just want to acknowledge all of our leadership that is working tirelessly every single day for their communities. You know, I acknowledge our leadership that is here today, our National Chief, Grand Chief, Regional Chief, and all the chiefs that are on the ground and doing this very difficult work. And what we're seeing right now is one of the largest evacuations since the 90s. So right now we are dealing with a wildfire emergency, as everybody has heard and seen, and this has forced thousands of First Nations citizens from their communities all across the region, even outside of the province. Right now, what we need to have is all hands on deck with this coordinated response of evacuations. And what we're dealing with right now is that our families are displaced. Right now, we have people that are evacuating to different urban areas, Winnipeg, Brandon, Thompson, and in the city of Winnipeg right now, there is absolutely no accommodations within any of the hotels within the city. And right now, what we do see is when evacuees are coming into the community, or sorry, into Winnipeg, they're having to register and they're having to wait to find out what their secondary accommodation is going to be. And we see young children and families waiting in whatever environment that they're in, waiting to go to, you know, their secondary accommodation, whatever that is, whether that's one of the congregate shelters, whether that's a hotel, whether that's out of province. And it's really sad to see, you know, our children having to sleep on floors. People are sitting, waiting in hallways, waiting outside. And right now, we just need everybody to come together. You know, our people are tired. Our leadership is tired. Our people are tired. Our children, our families, elders, everyone is tired. And we need to make sure that we have space for our people. We need to make sure that we have the space within our hotels here in the city of Winnipeg, here in the province of Manitoba, all across the country. I know that there are wildfires not only in Manitoba, but also outside of this province and other regions. We need to come together and we need to ensure that we have space for everybody. And right now we are dealing with a state of emergency. And so what I would ask for all levels of government is give that directive to our hotels. Give them the directive to make space and to make room for all the people that are displaced right now from the wildfires. You know, there are Indigenous, non-Indigenous people. We have so many people coming from all over, and we need to make sure that we have space for them. So I ask all levels of government, please come together, work together, ask that these hotels and these accommodations make space for our people. We are in a state of emergency. You can give that directive. So that's what I'm hoping here today, is that you hear these pleads and these cries from our communities. They need space, they're tired, they need to rest until we can figure out what a long-term plan is. I just want to say thank you again, everyone that is supporting our communities. Thank you for everyone coming together. We love you all very much. I just want to say miigwech. Thank you.
Thank you, Grand Chief Wilson. Grand Chief Garrison Setti, Manitoba Kiiwetinawi Okimakanak.
Thank you very much. Tanse, kinanas kumit na wagagano. Itute magnitisanag, niwago maganag. A few days ago, our Premier called a province-wide state of emergency. And that state of emergency continues to be worked on, and we are here together as the leaders of our people in solidarity, and we're asking Manitobans to stand with us. Our people are being flown into the city of Winnipeg, and what they encounter when they come into the city of Winnipeg is not a very good experience. If you were to witness firsthand to see what is happening on the ground, you would be appalled as Manitobans. As Grand Chief Wilson mentioned, young children not having proper rest, young children not having proper places to sit down and to sleep. So this is a matter of basic human dignity. When our people arrive here, they are not afforded that basic human dignity that they deserve. And this is Manitoba, friendly Manitoba. And we're looking for Manitobans to reach out in compassion to our people, because a lot of them are escaping disaster, running from their First Nations, not knowing if their homes will still be there. A lot of trauma, a lot of anxiety, a lot of heavy burdens are being carried by our people. So we're asking the hotel businesses, the organizations that are hosting conferences to hold off until we have a place that our people can rest as they've been running from their communities. We're asking our officials to cut through the bureaucracy and take immediate action. We can't wait anymore. We need to ensure that there are spaces for our people when they come here. And it can be done if the political will is there. So we want to be able to prioritize displaced families in the city, if not here in Brandon and other places. We need to ensure our people arrive here safely and that they're supported, that the moment they get off the plane, until they go to a place where they can rest comfortably, and for as long as they're here, they should be afforded that support until that day when we can safely go home to our First Nations. So again, I say, stand with us, work with us. Our people need you, and we need you. And we expect that help from everybody.
Thank you, Grand Chief. And we have Assembly of First Nations National Chief Cindy Woodhouse-Nepanak. Hello, National Chief.
Thank you. I know it's been a trying few days. I want to commend each of you, all of you. There's many people here to uplift. I want to, first of all, thank Treaty 1 Territory on whose lands we are on, Chimigwech. I want to also uplift the first responders we've seen in recent days helping fight these firefighters, helping fight these fires, and supporting the evacuees. So we are praying for you. I also want to say miigwech to the evacuees for your patience and your courage. And we are all here with you in unity, especially children that are being displaced. It's very heart-wrenching to see that last night. Governments need to be pulling all resources into this, and we know that they are doing their best. We lift up the mayors, many of our band councils, our chiefs, our premiers, ministers. Many people are not sleeping this weekend. I also lift up the Prime Minister and the officials for your leadership, and I've been in contact with the Prime Minister on a daily basis, Prime Minister's office on a daily basis, and I'll continue to do that to make sure that First Nations from coast to coast facing fires are getting the resources that they need. I'd met with Prime Minister Carney in Ottawa last week, and thankful that he has since conveyed the incident response group. So I'm very thankful to hear that this morning. We arrived yesterday from Ottawa and doing what we can to support the evacuees on the ground. And my message to Canadians is, first, thank you for your prayers and for your donations that are being sent. In tough times, the country comes together, and this is one of those times. So we want to say thank you on behalf of First Nations people. The other thing I would like to say to Canadians is that we love you. But unless you are directly involved in the relief efforts or fighting the fire, please make space for evacuees in hotels with conferences and things like that, as we heard the Grand Chief say. We need all of the resources here, hotels, fuel, healthcare, government services available to help support the evacuees and these first responders. In the meantime, we continue to encourage all evacuees to listen to your leadership and law enforcement in terms of how to leave safely. There's a lot of uncertainty at this time during this unprecedented emergency. So we continue to ask for Manitobans, people in Saskatchewan and Ontario, Alberta and BC, right across this beautiful country, to keep being friendly and welcoming our people in this time of distress. And let's all pray for rain, and let's stand together and help each other. So thank you so very much, and may God be with us.
Thank you, National Chief. So we have media in the room. We'd like to offer you to ask questions, and please direct your question to whom you'd like to answer.
Just first for Councillor Linklater, I know you talked about you're sort of halfway through evacuations in the community. Do you know how many people are left there and when you're sort of hoping to have them all out by?
Councillor Linklater, I'll need you to come up to the microphone. Thank you.
I think there's about 600 out of 2,300. So that's today, but the Premier did mention that and this morning that they're going to try and get everybody out today, whether that's going to happen or not. So that was the plan today. So if that doesn't happen in the next coming days, maybe the next 2 days for sure. But like I said, the wind is going to change. Yes.
And I'm wondering as well, where are all the folks from your community, where are they going?
Okay, so when they get when they get evacuated, when the evacuees are getting moved to the PA, they're landing in the PA, and some of them are getting loaded on a train, via train, buses, and as soon as the bigger planes are freed up, they're going to start flying them into the city.
So here to Winnipeg.
To Winnipeg, yeah. So there'll be about I think there's room about for 500 people of our community members. But then again, we got to consider there was just a release at Cranberry and Wanless, and of course Flin Flon was evacuated too. So wherever space is available for our community members, and right now they're all being brought here to the city of Winnipeg.
So do you have some community members that will maybe have to do like a second evacuation just because of those other communities that are getting moved?
Say that again, sorry.
I'm wondering if you have like some community members who are going to have to do, I guess, a second evacuation if they're in Cranberry or Wanless.
No, I'm not aware of that. The only thing I'm aware of is that our community members of Pakitawagan, that's all.
And just, I'm wondering, like, just how important is it to make sure the last 600 people get up there today?
We just had a meeting with the AMO, and then they're saying because of the changing weather conditions, there's not only that we weren't only dealing with the fire around Pakitawagan. There's another one just southeast of us, the fire in Sheridan, so it's getting bigger, and then that one is moving. That one is going to start moving towards the community as well. So the urgency, they're saying they have today and maybe tomorrow. So to move everybody out today and tomorrow, and then we did press that issue with the premier, and he's gonna talk to his people to get maybe some Hercules. Right now, Chinooks are flying in there on smaller planes, and we can get if we're able to get the Hercules planes in there, we can move everybody out quicker.
What are you hearing from people that are still in the community that are waiting to be rescued?
They're getting restless, and of course, just 2 nights ago it got really serious. Right, people were freaking out because the fire was so close. So the calm is there right now, but there's still some anxiety, of course, because of the kids, the elders, and of course the pending changing of the wind and the fire moving to the bigger fire moving into to Pakitawagan as well. So there's a serious concern, and whether there'll be enough time for them to get evacuated.
And so once they come from Pakitawagan to Winnipeg, have you been able to get folks in the hotels here yet, or sort of where?
Right now they're being housed at I think that's a soccer, like an indoor. That's where they are. We moved some. There are people that are in hotels. The University of Manitoba, University of Winnipeg, Portage la Prairie, and in Brandon, in those hotels, and then places of shelter at the moment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wilson, I'm just wondering as well, do you have like sort of a rough number, maybe of how many people from First Nations communities have been able to get into hotels and how many people are sort of waiting for those kind of accommodations?
Do I need to go up there? Yes. Okay. Just in terms of numbers, right now, I don't have that information, which is unfortunate, but we are asking for all of that information in terms of flight schedule, how many people are coming in. I know leadership has been sharing those numbers as well, and I know MKO has been doing a lot of great work as well, so I'm not sure if Grand Chief Settee has any numbers, but right now what we do need is information sharing with all levels of government, all the different departments, and ensuring that we know exactly what is happening. I know that everything is moving so quickly, and you know, we have so many moving parts to what's happening right now on the ground, but information needs to come to our leadership, and we need to ensure that we have all the information, which currently we do not. We are just responding to the evacuations as per each community that is currently in that process. So I don't know, Grand Chief Settee, did you want to add to anything?
Actually, today is a very different day from days before because we are actually having a lot of movement from First Nations to Winnipeg. And today I know we're expecting 600 people from Pimicikamak Nation. So the numbers are getting higher, and unfortunately the last yesterday and today they have not been able to house them in hotels because there's simply no room. So they're subject to now being at these community centers, and the accommodations there are not the best for anybody. So the numbers, like, you know, we have a total of 8,000 people coming in from Cross Lake, so that gives you an idea. And not all of them are housed in hotels, and there's no way they're going to be able to house them in hotels, and they're scattered out throughout the province. And even Matthias Colomb might potentially be going out of province to be able to accommodate their people. So there's a lot of coordination needed to make sure that everybody's housed. But right now, and then if you just totally roughly calculate, there's at least 17,500 people, and that's a lot. And so unfortunately, the situation is not good right now.
So I'm just wondering while you're up there, so as far as you know, have some people been able to get into hotels?
Yes, there are some people in the hotels. To give you the number is not in front of me right now, but it's the priority ones were the ones that were given access to hotel rooms, those that had mobility issues and respiratory problems. So there's a fair number of those that have been allocated to hotels.
I'm just wondering as well, what kind of movement have you heard about some of those hotels being freed up for?
I think in the next few days, Tuesday, they'll be freeing up, but right now, there's really hardly anything. So it's today's Saturday, so Tuesday we're told there'll be a lot of some spaces opening up. So, but still, that's a long ways.
Thanks, Chief. Chief Monius, would you like to update your evacuation efforts in Pimicikamak as well?
Yeah, we can do that. Right now, we have most of the people from North House have been evacuated, and I think we have the last of the Hercules that are going there to take the rest of them. So we managed to get 3 Task 8s into our community today, including 2 metros. So 3 45-seaters plus 2 metros that has 9 seats, and they came in today in our partnership with Perimeter, so they were able to do that. We also had them come yesterday with 2 Task 8s, 3 Task 8s. So, but we still have about roughly about 400 to 500 people left in Cross Lake. So we were able to contact the colonel that's responsible for the Hercules at the Canadian Armed Forces, and we asked for them to redirect 2 to 3 of those Hercules.
Chief Monius, I don't know if you can hear me, but I think you froze up on our end here. Is it trying to reestablish? No, I think we've lost Chief Monius. Sure. Councillor Linklater would like to say one more thing.
So with like the Premier mentioned, the leadership mentioned, there's like 17,000, maybe more now. So the community of Pucketawagan, one of the options that we were given that might be going through is that maybe 800 of our community members are going to be flown to Niagara Falls from here because of the reason because there's so many people coming into the south, and if there's not enough room here, then that's where people are going to be going to get evacuated to.
Thank you, Councillor, and we thank leadership. We thank the people who are going through this crisis, who've spoken today, and we thank all of you for listening.